Alright. There's been a few times that ran up to Grand Canyon and told to wait there to bring them back and made mad cash. One time, it was another cab company, the same one that did the Vegas run that cost me $800. Pretty sure I've told that story. But that cab company had a call come in for a bunch of people going up to Grand Canyon, and it was a family, and it was rich people that try and figure out ways to spend their money. It makes me kind of sick this stuff goes on. If you have so much money that you just have to waste it, and this happens all the time. They get pissed off about sleeping in the park so rich people can't see the geese, and complain about that. Well, share the wealth, and here is one of my points, because it's just America is just so screwed up. The predatory capitalism that we've got going on is just a shame, absolute shame of what humanity is. We had it better back in the 70s because we had income equality, better income equality than we do today. Now we got rich people shooting themselves into space, which again is just so incredibly dumb. So the other cab company had this call come in, and they passed it off to me, and it was pick up at the airport, going to Grand Canyon. They were going to put me in a motel overnight, and then take off in the morning and drive them down to Phoenix. It was probably about give it about $700 run, I guess. But they got me the place at one of the cabins up in Grand Canyon, and of course I didn't sleep a wink. There was no way I could make it down to Phoenix. So I drove them back to Flagstaff and then gave the Phoenix run back to the company that sold the run in the first place, because there's just no way. It had been dangerous for me to do it, and I knew it, and I didn't want to do it because I have done that several times before, but not with a family of 5 in the car. So there's that one. And then I told you about the Mormons that or Amish that went out to paint a desert and back, and the Amish that also went to Grand Canyon and back and paid me for all that. It just amazes me that the Amish have so much money. But they do, so I'll take it. I don't know if I told you about the Special Forces, the Navy SEAL. His dad was a Navy SEAL, and we were doing something, traveling around Flagstaff, trying to find a truck or something that he didn't know where he left it. Something like that. Something strange. Those came up every now and again, but it was something like that. If it wasn't that, it was something like that. And I asked him who he put, the Mossad and Green Berets and Navy SEAL and all these special forces people from armies all over every country who would walk out of there, and he said it was the Mossad that would walk out. I was surprised by that, and Navy SEAL told me that. And that was an interesting run. I would have liked to have kept in touch with that guy. I could have asked him a gazillion questions. Things that he could answer. I could ask him a gazillion questions that he couldn't answer, because he's a Navy SEAL, and that's highly classified, whatever. Giving a ride to rappers, people that I had never heard of before, but they were famous, that pops up all the time. Some rapper just pops into the popularity scene and out of nowhere, and I had never heard of him, I feel like one of those dads that, gosh, Dad, you don't never heard of this guy? Yeah, I've never heard of it. But, then again, I could hear a Taylor Swift song and not recognize that it's Taylor Swift. I have no idea. That it's just the new, the same thing that happens with every generation. The generation behind me, I'm not saying they have horrible music or anything like that, like my dad used to say to us, but it's music that I've just never gotten into, never even tried. There are sometimes I'll hear something and put it on my playlist, get it off of iTunes or something. But most of the time, I'm happy with my playlist and I'm stuck in it. That's it. But we're talking about cabs. So I did work for a cab company called Alternative Cab. That was before Friendly. Yeah, that was before Friendly. Alternative Cab. The guy's name was Elmo, and that wasn't his real name. He picked that name for his cab name, Elmo. Strange guy. Man, he would wear this chauffeur's cap and wanted me to buy a chauffeur's cap, and would play his harmonica while he was driving, which I guess some people liked. I don't know. But the woman that I was with for a while, she was never my girlfriend. I want to make that clear. Because, yeah, I've said before, her favorite kind of ugly bumping is when she's cheating. So I just stayed away from being boyfriend and girlfriend. We just kind of hung out. But the Friendly Cab used to let us rent out cabs for the day so that we could go on these long trips and just pay for the gas. And we were doing that. We were going down to I think it was Tempe, down in Phoenix area, for hang out with one of her friends with the kids. And Elmo was going down. We saw him on the way, and we told the kids, okay, we're gonna honk, and when we honk, everybody flip this guy off. So as we drove by, we flipped him off. He called up the owner and said, I don't appreciate that. Got all butthurt, snowflakey. But he was just, we had our falling out, me and Elmo. I was out by myself driving, and the repeater went out on the mountain, and I wasn't getting any phone calls. And I was just working my ass off, picking up flags and stuff, and I was brand spanking new. I needed money. I was hurting. And I couldn't, I was like, no, I'm not going to pay anything to this guy for this. The phone was out. And so I didn't pay him for that night, the lease. And he never let me down on that one. But, he said it was an act of God, which it really was, but the act of God should apply for me too. The benefit for the act of God, I should have that benefit also. So that never crossed his mind, but it sure crossed mine. And I just didn't pay him. I didn't care. Then I went to Friendly. Then I went to Deluxe after that. Then that's where I met the girl with 2 kids. And then I got her into Friendly. And then I went back to Friendly. And then I was there for a long time. I can't remember why I left again. But there's a mechanic there that, the cars were just junk. And every time we brought it in to get it fixed from this mechanic, goddamn drivers, they don't know how to drive these cars. Buick LeSabres that you could hammer nails with them. But, cars get old, One had 1 million miles on the engine that got T-boned that was still going. Those things were nice. Those Buick LeSabres, I swear by them. But they stopped making them, so now the parts are all hard to get. But we're going on 10 minutes, so bye.